Chapter 1. Embracing the Power of Self-Trust. Welcome to the journey of transformation and empowerment. In this first chapter of self-trust, challenge yourself to do the impossible. We will explore the fundamental principle that underpins all personal growth and achievement: self-trust. Self-trust is the unwavering faith you place in yourself. It's believing in your abilities, your decisions, and your instincts, even when the odds are stacked against you. It's the inner certainty that you can handle whatever comes your way. But how does one cultivate such trust? Let's delve into the strategies and mindsets that foster this powerful trait. Understanding self-trust. Self-trust is not about perfection or never doubting yourself. It's about having the courage to stand by your decisions and to trust in your ability to learn and adapt from whatever results those decisions might yield. It begins with understanding yourself deeply, recognizing your strengths, acknowledging your weaknesses, and aligning with your core values. The first step: self-awareness. To trust yourself, you must know yourself. This means taking a deep dive into your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Reflect on your past decisions, both the successes and the failures. What drove those choices? Fear? Passion? Peer pressure? Understanding the why behind your actions helps you to better predict and navigate future challenges. Setting the stage for self-trust. Start by setting small, achievable goals. Each completed goal, no matter how minor, reinforces your belief in your capability. It's like building a muscle. The more you exercise it, the stronger it becomes. Celebrate these small victories. They're your proof points of competence and courage. Cultivating a growth mindset. Adopting a growth mindset is crucial for developing self-trust. View challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. Embrace the possibility of failure as a stepping stone to success. When you believe you can learn from any situation, trusting yourself becomes easier. Overcoming self-doubt. Self-doubt is a natural part of the human experience, but it doesn't have to be an impediment. When doubt creeps in, address it head-on. Challenge negative thoughts with evidence of your past successes. Use affirmations to reinforce your self-belief. Remember, doubt is just a feeling, not a fact. Listening to your inner voice. Amidst the noise of external expectations and pressures, your inner voice is your most reliable guide. Learn to listen to it. This might require quiet reflection, meditation, or simply moments of stillness. When you make decisions that resonate with your inner self, you strengthen your self-trust. Embracing risk and responsibility. Self-trust involves taking risks. It requires stepping out of your comfort zone and facing the unknown with confidence. With every risk you take, you gain insights and experience, which further bolsters your trust in yourself. Self-trust is the foundation upon which all other successes are built. It starts with knowing who you are and what you stand for. It grows each time you act in alignment with your beliefs and values. Today, challenge yourself to take one small step towards cultivating deeper self-trust. Reflect on your values, set a small goal, or take a few minutes to listen to your inner voice. Each small act of trusting yourself is a step towards doing the impossible. Chapter 2. Harnessing self-discipline to fortify self-trust. As we delve deeper into the essence of self-trust, we encounter a critical ally: self-discipline. Self-discipline is not just about restraining oneself. It is the skill of aligning your actions with your values and goals, regardless of emotional states or external circumstances. By mastering self-discipline, you empower yourself to maintain the course toward achieving the impossible, reinforcing your trust in yourself with every step you take. The essence of self-discipline. Self-discipline begins with a commitment to your deepest values and ambitions. It is the art of choosing your long-term desires over your immediate impulses, transforming your future aspirations into present realities. This alignment is crucial because it ensures that every action you take is a brick in the fortress of your dreams. Creating a vision. Start with clarity. Define what success looks like to you. Paint a vivid picture of your goals and why they matter. This vision will be your North Star, guiding you through distractions and discouragements. When your purpose is clear, discipline becomes not a burden, but a meaningful pursuit. Structuring your environment. Your environment can significantly influence your ability to exercise self-discipline. Organize your surroundings to minimize distractions and temptations. If your goal is to write a book, ensure your workspace is conducive to writing. If you aim to improve health, stock your kitchen with healthy foods. A conducive environment makes disciplined actions less of a struggle. Building routines. Routines are the scaffolding of self-discipline. By establishing daily habits that align with your goals, you automate progress. The less you need to rely on moment-to-moment decision-making, the more energy you save for critical thinking and creative endeavors. Start small, perhaps with a morning routine that sets a productive tone for the day, and gradually build more complex habits. The power of consistency. Consistency is key in building and maintaining self-discipline. It's not the intensity of your actions, but their consistency that creates lasting impact. Consistency turns actions into habits and habits into second nature. Each day you adhere to your discipline plan, you trust yourself a little more, knowing you are capable of commitment and perseverance. Managing time effectively. Time management is an essential skill in the arsenal of self-discipline. Mastering your time allows you to carve out moments for every important aspect of your life: work, relationships, health, and personal growth. Prioritize tasks based on their alignment with your goals and values, and be disciplined in how you allocate your time. Remember, every minute spent is a minute invested in your future self. The role of accountability. Hold yourself accountable, or find someone who will. Accountability partners can be mentors, coaches, or friends who ensure you stay on track. Alternatively, maintain a journal or use an app to track your progress. When you know you must answer for your actions, you're more likely to stay disciplined. Embracing setbacks as learning opportunities. Setbacks are inevitable, but they are not roadblocks. They are stepping stones. When you face a setback, analyze it without judgment. What can be learned? How can this improve your approach? By viewing challenges as opportunities to refine your discipline, you maintain momentum and strengthen your resolve. The role of rewards. Recognize and reward your disciplined efforts. Celebrating your successes reinforces positive behaviors and boosts your motivation. However, choose rewards that do not contradict your goals. If your aim is health, reward a week of workouts with a massage rather than an indulgent meal. This alignment ensures that your rewards support your long-term aspirations. Advanced strategies for strengthening self-discipline. As you grow more adept at self-discipline, explore advanced techniques like meditation to enhance focus, or adopt cutting-edge tools for tracking and improving your habits. Engage with communities of like-minded individuals who challenge and inspire you to uphold your discipline. By strengthening your self-discipline, you solidify your foundation of self-trust. Each day you adhere to your principles, you send a powerful message to yourself. You are reliable, you are capable, and you are worthy of the trust you place in yourself. This belief is the bedrock upon which all great achievements are built. Chapter 3. Embracing change to expand self-trust. Embracing change is essential for personal growth and development. Change challenges us, pushing us out of our comfort zones and forcing us to adapt and evolve. This process, while often uncomfortable, is crucial for developing deeper self-trust. When you successfully navigate through change, you prove to yourself that you are capable of handling uncertainty and that you can thrive in new environments and situations. Understanding the nature of change. Change is a constant in life. Whether it's a shift in your personal circumstances, a new job, moving to a different city, or changes in your relationships, life is always in flux. To develop self-trust, you must learn to anticipate, accept, and use change to your advantage. Anticipating change. Developing the ability to anticipate change involves honing your observational skills and becoming more attuned to the signs that precede change. This could be changes in your work environment that suggest upcoming shifts in policy or practice, or it could be recognizing the signs of strain in a relationship. By anticipating change, you can prepare yourself mentally and emotionally, which reduces anxiety and increases your confidence. Accepting change. Accepting change is often one of the hardest aspects. It involves letting go of current states and the comfort they provide. However, acceptance is crucial for moving forward. Practice mindfulness and stress reduction techniques to help manage your emotions. Reflect on past changes you have navigated successfully to remind yourself of your resilience. Adapting to change. Once you have accepted change, the next step is to adapt. This means adjusting your strategies, expectations, and perhaps even your goals to align with the new reality. Look for opportunities in the midst of change. Often, change opens doors that were previously hidden. Adaptation might involve acquiring new skills or expanding your network to include people who can support you in your new environment. Leveraging change for personal growth. Change is an opportunity for personal growth. Each new situation provides a chance to learn something new about yourself and the world. Embrace these opportunities. Set learning goals for yourself and seek feedback from others to enhance your understanding and skills. This approach not only makes you more adaptable, but also deepens your self-trust as you learn to rely on your ability to grow and succeed in new contexts. Building resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and challenges. It is closely linked to self-trust because it stems from believing in your ability to endure difficulties. Develop resilience by maintaining a positive outlook, staying connected with supportive friends and family, and keeping your physical health in check. Physical well-being significantly impacts mental toughness. Reflective practices. Incorporate reflective practices into your daily routine. Journaling is a powerful tool for processing changes and your reactions to them. Through reflection, you can gain insights into your personal growth and the development of your self-trust. Reflective practice also allows you to document and celebrate your successes, which can be particularly motivating during times of rapid or difficult change. Continuous learning. Commit to lifelong learning to stay adaptable in a rapidly changing world. This doesn't just mean formal education, but also informal learning opportunities like workshops, podcasts, and books. Constant learning ensures you remain relevant and capable, which is essential for self-trust. Staying proactive. Instead of reacting to changes, try to shape them. Being proactive about change involves identifying areas in your life where you can initiate positive changes yourself. This might mean seeking new career opportunities before your current job ceases to satisfy you, or it could involve improving your health before you encounter medical issues. Change, while often daunting, is a powerful catalyst for personal development. By embracing change, you not only enhance your adaptability and resilience, but also deepen your self-trust. Each time you successfully manage a transition, you reinforce your capability and reliability. This confidence is essential for taking on greater challenges and achieving what once seemed impossible. Keep this perspective as you continue to navigate through life's inevitable changes. Each adjustment, each shift, and each turn is a step towards a more confident and capable you. Chapter 4. Cultivating courage to foster self-trust. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act in spite of it. This chapter explores how cultivating courage can significantly enhance your self-trust, enabling you to face uncertainties and take risks that lead to personal growth and achievement. By building courage, you assert your ability to confront and overcome challenges, a fundamental aspect of trusting in your capabilities. Defining courage in the context of self-trust. Courage in the context of self-trust is about taking actions that align with your values, even when they scare you. It's about stepping forward when it's easier to step back. This kind of courage grows from a deep place within where you know who you are and what you stand for. The link between courage and vulnerability. Courage is deeply connected to vulnerability. To be courageous, you must be willing to face the possibility of failure and criticism. Embracing vulnerability means accepting that you might get hurt in the process of reaching for your goals. However, every time you make yourself vulnerable and succeed, you reinforce your self-trust. Strategies to build courage. Start with small acts of bravery. Building courage can start with small challenges. Speak up in a meeting, ask for feedback, or tackle a project you've been avoiding. Small acts of bravery accumulate, building your confidence and courage. Visualization techniques. Imagine yourself facing your fears and succeeding. Visualization is a powerful tool that athletes and performers use to prepare mentally for their tasks. Regularly visualizing success builds mental resilience and courage. Educate yourself. Fear often stems from the unknown. By educating yourself about what you're facing, whether it's a new role, a public speaking event, or a difficult conversation, you reduce the unknown elements and increase your confidence. Develop a support system. Surround yourself with people who encourage and support you. Having a robust support system can give you the extra push to take courageous steps. Reflect on past successes. Look back at times when you were courageous and how those moments led to positive outcomes. These reflections reinforce your belief in your ability to handle challenges. The role of self-talk in developing courage. The way you talk to yourself can significantly impact your courage. Negative self-talk can undermine your confidence, while positive self-talk can empower you. Practice framing your thoughts positively. Instead of thinking, "I can't do this," tell yourself, "I can handle this challenge." Physical wellness and courage. Your physical state influences your mental state. Regular exercise, adequate sleep, and a healthy diet boost your overall energy levels and resilience, making it easier to act courageously. When you feel good physically, you're more likely to feel confident and capable. Embracing failure as a pathway to courage. Failure is a great teacher. It tests your resilience and forces you to come face to face with your fears. Each failure provides valuable lessons that can lead to success in the future. By reframing failure as a necessary part of learning and growth, you reduce the fear associated with it and increase your willingness to take risks. Courage in leadership. If you are in a leadership role, courage is indispensable. It involves making tough decisions, standing up for what is right, and sometimes going against the grain. Courageous leaders inspire trust and admiration from their teams and instill confidence in their leadership. The impact of courage on self-trust. Every act of courage, no matter how small, strengthens your trust in yourself. It reassures you that you can face tough situations and emerge stronger. This self-assuredness is crucial for pushing the boundaries of what you believe is possible for yourself. Courage is a muscle that grows stronger with use. By consistently practicing courage, you reinforce your self-trust and equip yourself to undertake even the most daunting challenges. As you continue to push your limits, remember that each act of bravery is a step towards becoming a more confident, capable, and trustworthy individual. Chapter 5. The Power of Taking Responsibility to Strengthen Self-Trust. Taking responsibility is one of the most transformative actions you can take to build self-trust. Responsibility means owning your actions, decisions, and outcomes, regardless of whether they lead to success or failure. It's a declaration to yourself and the world that you are in charge of your life. This mindset is not just empowering, it's essential for achieving greatness. Radical ownership of your life. Radical ownership requires you to stop blaming external circumstances, other people, or bad luck for your outcomes. Everything in your life, your successes, your failures, your challenges, should be viewed as a result of your choices, directly or indirectly. This doesn't mean ignoring external factors, but rather focusing on how you respond to them. Your response is always within your control, and taking ownership of that response is the foundation of self-trust. Recognizing the subtle ways you avoid responsibility. Avoiding responsibility often happens in subtle, almost invisible ways. Procrastination, making excuses, or constantly seeking validation from others are signs that you may be dodging responsibility. These behaviors erode self-trust because they reinforce the belief that you cannot rely on yourself to take action when it matters most. Start recognizing these patterns in your daily life. When you catch yourself blaming someone else or procrastinating, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what part of this situation can I take responsibility for? That small shift in perspective is the beginning of profound change. The link between responsibility and self-respect. Taking responsibility builds self-respect. When you acknowledge your role in both successes and failures, you reinforce your integrity. You show yourself that you are honest and capable of facing reality without sugarcoating it. This self-respect, in turn, strengthens your self-trust. You begin to see yourself as someone who can handle life's complexities with maturity and grace. How to start taking responsibility today. Own your morning. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Taking responsibility for your morning routine is a simple, yet powerful way to practice ownership. Wake up on time, avoid distractions, and dedicate time to activities that align with your goals. Audit your excuses. Make a list of common excuses you give yourself for not following through on commitments or goals. Be brutally honest. Then, for each excuse, write down an action you can take to eliminate it. This exercise reveals how much power you have over your circumstances. Face difficult conversations. Avoiding uncomfortable discussions is a form of escaping responsibility. Whether it's apologizing, asserting your needs, or addressing conflict, lean into these conversations with honesty and courage. Each time you do, you prove to yourself that you can handle discomfort for the sake of integrity. Track your commitments. Keep a written or digital record of all the promises you make, to yourself and to others. Review this list regularly to ensure you are following through. Every time you honor a commitment, you build trust in your own reliability. Ask for feedback. Take the initiative to ask for constructive feedback from people you respect. This requires humility and courage, but it shows that you are willing to take responsibility for your growth. Use this feedback to identify blind spots and areas for improvement. Turning mistakes into assets. When you take responsibility for your mistakes, you reclaim their value. Instead of seeing errors as failures, view them as data. What did you learn? How can you apply this knowledge going forward? This mindset shifts your focus from self-pity to self-improvement, reinforcing the belief that you can grow from any experience. Responsibility and decision-making. Taking responsibility sharpens your decision-making skills. When you know that you will own the consequences of your choices, you naturally become more thoughtful and deliberate. You weigh your options carefully, consider the long-term impact, and align your decisions with your values. To strengthen this skill, practice making decisions quickly and confidently in smaller matters. Over time, you'll notice that you trust yourself more with larger, more complex choices. Eliminating victim mentality. Victim mentality is the antithesis of responsibility. It convinces you that life happens to you rather than for you. To eliminate this mindset, start reframing your language. Replace, "Why is this happening to me?" with "What can I learn from this?" or "How can I turn this around?" By shifting your perspective, you take back control. Surround yourself with people who empower you rather than enabling your complaints. The company you keep significantly influences your mindset. Choose friends and mentors who hold themselves accountable and inspire you to do the same. Practicing gratitude for responsibility. Responsibility is not a burden, it's a privilege. Gratitude transforms the way you view the weight of responsibility. When you focus on the opportunities that responsibility brings, a chance to grow, to make an impact, to lead, you stop resenting it and start embracing it. Make a habit of reflecting on the responsibilities you have in your life and the opportunities they create. For example, taking responsibility for your finances is an opportunity to build wealth and security. Owning your health choices is a pathway to vitality and longevity. The long-term impact of responsibility. Taking responsibility is a daily practice with lifelong benefits. It creates a ripple effect in every area of your life. Your relationships improve because people trust and respect you more. Your career flourishes because you are seen as dependable and proactive. Most importantly, your self-trust deepens with each step you take. Every act of responsibility, no matter how small, is a declaration of your power. It's a reminder that you are not a passive participant in life, but an active creator of your reality. This mindset not only strengthens your self-trust, but also lays the foundation for achieving what once seemed impossible. Chapter 6. Mastering Focus to Build Unshakable Self-Trust. Focus is the foundation of excellence. It's the ability to direct your mental energy fully toward a goal, resisting distractions, and staying committed until you achieve results. Developing focus is not just a matter of productivity. It's a declaration to yourself that you value your time, your ambitions, and your potential. Every moment of focused effort reinforces your self-trust because it proves that you have the discipline to honor your goals. Understanding the value of your attention. Your attention is your most valuable asset. In a world filled with endless distractions, the ability to control where your attention goes is a superpower. Every notification, every piece of entertainment, every fleeting thought competes for your focus. When you choose to direct your attention intentionally, you are asserting control over your life. That control builds self-trust because it demonstrates that you can prioritize what truly matters over immediate gratification. Identifying and eliminating distractions. The first step in mastering focus is identifying the distractions that pull you away from your goals. These distractions can be external, like social media and constant interruptions, or internal, like procrastination and self-doubt. Make a list of the top 5 distractions in your life. Be brutally honest. Once you've identified them, create a plan to eliminate or minimize their impact. For example, if social media is a distraction, set specific times during the day to check it and stick to those boundaries. If internal distractions like negative thoughts are an issue, practice mindfulness or journaling to clear your mind. Creating an environment that supports focus. Your environment plays a significant role in your ability to focus. A cluttered or noisy space makes it harder to concentrate, while a clean and organized space encourages productivity. Design your workspace with intention. Remove anything that doesn't serve your purpose. Keep tools and resources you need within reach. Make your environment a reflection of your goals, and you'll find it easier to stay focused. If you work from home or in a shared space, communicate your needs to those around you. Let them know when you need uninterrupted time and set clear boundaries to protect your focus. The power of single tasking. Multitasking is a myth. Every time you switch between tasks, you lose focus and momentum. Single tasking, on the other hand, allows you to fully immerse yourself in one activity, improving both the quality and efficiency of your work. When you commit to single tasking, you send a powerful message to yourself that your work and your goals deserve your undivided attention. To practice single tasking, start by breaking your work into smaller, manageable tasks. Focus on completing one task at a time before moving on to the next. Use techniques like the Pomodoro method to structure your work into focused intervals with short breaks in between. Managing your energy, not just your time. Focus is not just about managing your time. It's about managing your energy. Pay attention to your natural energy levels throughout the day. Schedule your most important and demanding tasks for when you feel most alert and energized. Use lower energy periods for less critical tasks or rest. Take care of your physical health to maximize your energy levels. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and sufficient sleep are non-negotiable. Remember, your ability to focus is directly linked to your overall well-being. Training your mind to stay present. A wandering mind is the enemy of focus. To train your mind to stay present, practice mindfulness exercises like meditation. Even 5 minutes a day can make a significant difference. Mindfulness helps you become aware of when your thoughts are drifting, so you can gently bring your focus back to the task at hand. Breathing exercises are another powerful tool for enhancing focus. When you feel your attention slipping, take a few deep breaths, focusing on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. This simple practice can help you reset and regain control of your focus. Setting clear intentions. Before you start any task, take a moment to set a clear intention. Ask yourself, what do I want to accomplish? Why is this important? How will I feel when it's done? Clear intentions give your mind a target, making it easier to stay focused. Write down your goals for each day, week, and month. Keep them visible as a constant reminder of what you're working toward. When your goals are clear, distractions lose their power because they no longer align with your priorities. The role of accountability and focus. Accountability can be a powerful motivator. Share your goals with someone you trust, whether it's a friend, mentor, or coach. Knowing that someone else is aware of your commitments makes you more likely to stay focused and follow through. If you prefer self-accountability, use tools like habit trackers or apps to monitor your progress. Each completed task or achieved milestone is a reminder that you can rely on yourself to stay disciplined and focused. Building focus through gradual improvement. Focus is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice. Start small. If you struggle to focus for extended periods, begin with short intervals of deep work and gradually increase the time as your concentration improves. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Each step forward strengthens your self-trust and builds momentum. Be patient with yourself. Developing focus is not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. There will be days when distractions win, but those moments don't define you. What matters is that you continue to show up and try again. Reaping the rewards of focus. Mastering focus transforms every aspect of your life. It enhances your productivity, deepens your relationships, and accelerates your personal growth. More importantly, it reinforces your self-trust. Every time you direct your attention with intention, you prove to yourself that you are in control. You demonstrate that you can prioritize what truly matters and achieve meaningful progress. Focus is not just a tool. It's a statement of self-respect. It's a declaration that your goals are worth pursuing and that you are capable of achieving them. By mastering focus, you lay the foundation for extraordinary accomplishments and unshakable self-trust. Chapter 7. Overcoming fear to unlock your true potential. Fear is the silent thief of dreams. It paralyzes progress, shrinks ambition, and traps you in a cycle of inaction. The most extraordinary achievements often lie on the other side of fear, waiting for you to claim them. To overcome fear, you must confront it, dismantle it, and transform it into a source of strength. This is not about becoming fearless. It's about becoming courageous enough to act despite your fear. Understanding the nature of fear. Fear is your mind's way of protecting you from perceived danger, whether physical, emotional, or psychological. While this instinct serves you in moments of real danger, it can also hold you back when the risks are imaginary or exaggerated. Fear often stems from uncertainty, fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown. Recognizing this is the first step in mastering fear. It's not the situation itself that causes fear, it's your perception of it. By changing how you perceive challenges, you can reduce the power fear has over you. Naming and facing your fears. Fear loses its grip when you name it. Avoid vague feelings of dread by identifying exactly what you're afraid of. Write it down in detail. For example, instead of saying, "I'm afraid of failure," clarify what failure means to you. Is it losing money? Embarrassment? Disappointing others? The more specific you are, the better equipped you'll be to address it. Once you've identified your fears, confront them. This doesn't mean diving into the deep end unprepared. Start small. If you're afraid of public speaking, begin by speaking up in a small meeting. Each step you take reduces the size of the fear in your mind and builds your confidence. Shifting your perspective on failure. Failure is often the root of fear. Society conditions us to avoid failure at all costs, but this mindset is flawed. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every failure carries a lesson, a clue about what doesn't work, and an opportunity to refine your approach. Reframe failure as feedback. When you stumble, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Adopting this perspective removes the stigma of failure and replaces it with curiosity and growth. The more you embrace failure as a teacher, the less intimidating it becomes. Breaking the fear cycle. Fear feeds on avoidance. The more you avoid what scares you, the stronger the fear grows. To break this cycle, you must take action. Even small steps toward your goal weaken fear's hold. If the thought of launching a business terrifies you, start with research. Write a business plan. Talk to someone who's done it. Each action shrinks the fear and builds momentum. Fear also thrives in isolation. When you keep your fears to yourself, they grow unchecked. Share your fears with someone you trust. Often, speaking them out loud reduces their intensity. The act of voicing your fears can also lead to solutions or insights you hadn't considered. Developing a fear-resilient mindset. To overcome fear, you need a mindset that prioritizes growth over comfort. This means actively seeking out challenges and embracing discomfort as a sign of progress. When you feel fear, instead of retreating, lean into it. Ask yourself, what's the worst that can happen? And then, can I handle that? You'll often find that the worst-case scenario is less catastrophic than you imagined. Developing resilience involves training your mind to stay calm under pressure. Practices like meditation, visualization, and controlled breathing can help you manage the physical symptoms of fear. Racing heart, shallow breathing, tense muscles, and maintain clarity of thought. Turning fear into motivation. Fear can be a powerful motivator when harnessed correctly. Instead of letting fear hold you back, use it as fuel to push forward. Fear often points to what matters most to you. If you fear failure in a particular area, it's likely because success in that area is deeply important to you. Channel this energy into preparation and effort. Let the fear of staying stagnant or unfulfilled outweigh the fear of taking risks. Remember, the pain of regret is far worse than the discomfort of facing your fears. Building confidence through action. Confidence doesn't come from wishing or waiting. It comes from doing. Every time you act in the face of fear, you build trust in yourself. You prove that you can handle challenges, that you are capable of resilience, and that fear doesn't control you. Focus on progress, not perfection. The goal is not to eliminate fear entirely, but to reduce its influence over your decisions. Celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. Each victory, however minor, reinforces your self-trust and strengthens your courage. Learning from fearless role models. Surround yourself with examples of people who have faced their fears and achieved greatness. Study their stories. What obstacles did they overcome? What strategies did they use? Role models remind you that fear is universal, but so is the ability to overcome it. Seek mentors who challenge you to grow and hold you accountable. Their guidance can provide clarity and encouragement, especially when fear feels overwhelming. Knowing that someone believes in your potential can be a powerful antidote to self-doubt. The role of preparation in fear management. Fear often stems from feeling unprepared. By equipping yourself with knowledge, skills, and a plan, you can significantly reduce fear. If you're afraid of an upcoming presentation, rehearse thoroughly. If you fear an exam, study until you feel confident in your knowledge. Preparation doesn't guarantee success, but it does increase your confidence and reduce uncertainty. When you've done everything within your control, you can approach challenges with a sense of readiness and resolve. Building a fear-tolerant environment. Your environment influences how you respond to fear. Surround yourself with people who encourage risk-taking and celebrate effort over outcomes. Avoid those who perpetuate fear by focusing on worst-case scenarios or discouraging ambition. Create a personal space that inspires courage. Fill it with reminders of your past successes, motivational quotes, or images of your goals. Let your environment be a constant source of strength and encouragement. Practicing gratitude to counteract fear. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you fear to what you value. When fear threatens to overwhelm you, take a moment to list things you're grateful for. Gratitude reminds you of your resilience, your resources, and your support systems. It grounds you in the present, reducing the anxiety that comes from dwelling on potential negatives. Incorporate gratitude into your daily routine. Start or end each day by reflecting on what you're thankful for. This simple practice trains your mind to focus on abundance rather than scarcity, reducing fear's grip on your thoughts. Becoming fearless by choice. You don't become fearless by waiting for fear to disappear. You become fearless by deciding that your goals, your dreams, and your potential are worth more than your fear. Fear will always be part of the equation, but it doesn't have to dictate your choices. Courage is not a personality trait. It's a skill you develop through repeated action. Every time you face your fear, you take a step closer to unlocking your true potential. Let fear be the compass that guides you toward growth, reminding you of the incredible power that lies within you. Chapter 8. Building Resilience to Thrive in the Face of Adversity. Resilience is the armor that protects your ambitions from the attacks of adversity. Life will test you. Circumstances will challenge you. People will disappoint you. The question is not whether you will face difficulties, but how you will respond when they arise. Resilience is what allows you to endure, adapt, and emerge stronger. It is not a trait you are born with. It is a skill you build through deliberate action and mindset shifts. The mindset of resilience. Resilience begins with how you view challenges. When you see obstacles as opportunities to grow rather than as threats, you shift from a victim mindset to a problem-solving one. This shift is critical because your perspective determines your actions. Resilient people don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead, they ask, "What can I learn from this? And how can I use this to become better?" Train your mind to focus on solutions rather than problems. When something goes wrong, pause and take a moment to assess. What is within your control? What can you do right now to improve the situation? Resilience is not about avoiding pain or difficulty. It's about choosing to respond with purpose and determination. Embracing emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to manage your feelings during times of stress or adversity. It doesn't mean suppressing emotions. It means understanding and regulating them so they don't control you. When faced with disappointment, allow yourself to feel it, but don't dwell on it. Acknowledge your emotions, then channel them into productive actions. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. When you face setbacks, resist the urge to criticize yourself harshly. Instead, remind yourself that everyone struggles and that failure is part of growth. Gratitude is another powerful tool for emotional resilience. When adversity strikes, focus on what is still good in your life. Gratitude shifts your attention away from what you've lost to what you still have, providing a foundation of positivity even in tough times. Physical resilience and its impact on your mindset. Your physical health plays a crucial role in your ability to be resilient. A strong, healthy body supports a strong, healthy mind. Exercise regularly to build physical strength and release stress. Even a short daily walk can clear your mind and boost your mood. Prioritize sleep. Lack of sleep exacerbates stress and impairs your ability to think clearly. Make rest a non-negotiable part of your routine, and your resilience will naturally increase. Nutrition is equally important. Fuel your body with foods that provide sustained energy rather than quick, fleeting boosts. When your body is well-nourished, you are better equipped to handle challenges. The role of purpose in resilience. Purpose gives you the strength to endure. When you have a clear sense of why you're doing something, you are more likely to persevere through difficulty. Reflect on your goals and values regularly. Why are they important to you? How do they contribute to the life you want to build? Keep reminders of your purpose visible. Whether it's a vision board, a list of goals, or a daily affirmation, having a constant reminder of why you're working hard helps you stay focused and motivated, even when times are tough. Resilience through connection. Humans are not meant to face life's challenges alone. Build a support system of people who uplift and encourage you. These might be friends, family, mentors, or colleagues. Surround yourself with individuals who believe in you, even when you doubt yourself. Don't hesitate to lean on your support system when you need it. Asking for help is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. Resilience doesn't mean doing everything on your own. It means knowing when and how to use the resources available to you. Be a source of resilience for others as well. When you help someone else through a difficult time, you strengthen your own resolve. Empathy and generosity create a sense of interconnectedness that makes challenges feel less isolating. Cultivating resilience through daily habits. Resilience is built in the small moments of daily life. Practice habits that reinforce your strength and adaptability. Start with mindfulness. Spend a few minutes each day focusing on the present moment. This practice trains your mind to stay calm and centered, even in chaotic situations. Develop a routine that includes activities that recharge you. Whether it's reading, meditating, journaling, or spending time in nature, these activities create a reservoir of inner peace you can draw from during stressful times. Consistency in these habits builds a sense of stability, even when everything around you feels unstable. Learning from setbacks. Every setback is an opportunity to grow. When things don't go as planned, resist the urge to see it as a failure. Instead, view it as feedback. What worked? What didn't? What can you do differently next time? This mindset transforms setbacks into stepping stones, each one bringing you closer to your goals. Document your lessons. Keep a journal where you record what you've learned from difficult experiences. Over time, you'll build a library of wisdom that reinforces your ability to handle adversity. Revisiting these lessons reminds you of your resilience and inspires you to keep pushing forward. Resilience through flexibility. Adaptability is a cornerstone of resilience. The ability to adjust your plans and expectations when circumstances change is what allows you to keep moving forward. This doesn't mean abandoning your goals. It means finding new ways to achieve them. Practice flexibility by being open to alternative solutions. When one path is blocked, look for another. When faced with unexpected challenges, focus on what you can do rather than what you can't. Flexibility doesn't mean giving up. It means staying committed while being willing to adjust your approach. Building long-term resilience. Resilience is not built overnight. It's the result of consistent effort and intentional practice. Celebrate your progress along the way. Acknowledge how far you've come and the strength you've gained. Use each challenge as an opportunity to reinforce your belief in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. Stay committed to personal growth. Read books, attend workshops, and seek out experiences that challenge you. The more you expose yourself to new ideas and situations, the more resilient you become. Remember, growth happens at the edge of your comfort zone. Resilience is your greatest tool for thriving in the face of adversity. It's not just about bouncing back. It's about bouncing forward, emerging from challenges with greater strength, wisdom, and determination. By cultivating resilience, you create a foundation for achieving your greatest potential. Chapter 9. The Art of Consistency as a Catalyst for Self-Trust. Consistency is the force that turns small actions into monumental achievements. It is not about intensity. It is about persistence. The greatest successes are often built not in moments of brilliance, but in the steady repetition of effort. Consistency is the declaration that you believe in the value of your goals and that you trust yourself enough to show up every single day, regardless of circumstances. The real meaning of consistency. Consistency is more than simply repeating an action. It is about aligning your daily behaviors with your long-term goals. It is the commitment to progress, no matter how incremental. It is showing up on days when you feel inspired and, more importantly, on days when you do not. Being consistent means keeping your promises to yourself. It is the foundation of self-trust because each time you follow through, you reinforce the belief that you are reliable. Conversely, every time you skip or abandon a commitment, you chip away at that trust. Consistency, therefore, is not just a practice. It is a reflection of your character. The power of small, repeated actions. Great achievements are rarely the result of a single, monumental effort. They are the cumulative effect of small, consistent actions. Writing a book, building a business, mastering a skill. All of these are accomplished through daily effort. One page written every day becomes a manuscript. 10 push-ups every morning transform your fitness. Consistency compounds over time. Stop underestimating the power of small actions. Even when they feel insignificant, each one is a brick in the structure of your success. The key is to maintain focus on the process rather than the immediate results. Trust that the outcomes will follow if you stay consistent. Overcoming the excuses that sabotage consistency. The biggest barrier to consistency is excuses. I don't have time. I'm too tired. It's not the right moment. These are lies you tell yourself to avoid discomfort. Recognize excuses for what they are: temporary emotions trying to derail your progress. Combat excuses with preparation. If you're too tired after work to exercise, schedule your workouts for the morning. If distractions are your downfall, create an environment that minimizes them. Plan your days with intention and remove as many obstacles as possible before they arise. Consistency thrives on preparation. Discipline as the backbone of consistency. Consistency is impossible without discipline. Discipline is the ability to act according to your goals rather than your feelings. Feelings are fleeting. Motivation may wane, but discipline ensures that you keep moving forward. Cultivate discipline by establishing clear routines. Create non-negotiable habits that anchor your day. For example, if your goal is to write, set a specific time every day to sit down and work, regardless of how you feel. Over time, these routines become second nature, making consistency effortless. The role of patience in consistency. Consistency requires patience. Results do not appear overnight, and the lack of immediate gratification can be discouraging. Patience is the ability to delay rewards, trusting that your effort will pay off in the long run. It is the recognition that progress, no matter how slow, is still progress. Remind yourself that every expert was once a beginner. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not talent. It's persistence. Keep going even when it feels like nothing is happening. Trust the process and know that consistency always wins in the end. Tracking progress to reinforce consistency. Tracking your progress is essential for maintaining consistency. It provides tangible evidence of your effort and reminds you of how far you've come. Use journals, apps, or calendars to record your daily actions. Celebrate milestones, no matter how small, as proof of your commitment. Tracking also helps you identify patterns. Are there certain times of day when you're most productive? Are there obstacles that consistently disrupt your routine? Use this information to refine your approach and make consistency easier to maintain. Building resilience against setbacks. Setbacks are inevitable. Missed days, unexpected challenges, and moments of doubt will occur. What matters is how you respond. Resilient people do not let a single misstep derail their progress. They treat setbacks as temporary and get back on track as quickly as possible. Forgive yourself when you falter. One bad day does not define your consistency. What defines it is your ability to start again. Learn from setbacks, adjust your strategy if necessary, and move forward with renewed determination. Consistency in the face of boredom. One of the most underestimated challenges of consistency is boredom. Repetition can feel monotonous, especially when results are slow to appear. However, boredom is a sign that you are on the right track. It means you are putting in the necessary work, even when it's not exciting. Find ways to make the process enjoyable. Gamify your progress. Reward yourself for sticking to your routine, or seek out new challenges to keep things interesting. At the same time, accept that not every moment will be thrilling. Consistency requires embracing the mundane. The connection between consistency and confidence. Confidence is built through action, and consistency is action repeated over time. Each time you show up for yourself, you reinforce your belief in your ability to follow through. This confidence spills over into every area of your life, making you more willing to take risks and pursue ambitious goals. If you struggle with self-doubt, start small. Commit to one consistent action every day, no matter how minor. As you succeed in this, your confidence will grow, empowering you to tackle larger challenges with the same consistency. Accountability as a tool for consistency. Accountability can be a powerful motivator. Share your goals with someone you trust and ask them to check in on your progress. Knowing that someone else is watching can increase your commitment to consistency. If external accountability isn't an option, create self-accountability systems. Set deadlines for yourself and establish consequences for missing them. For example, promise to donate to a cause you dislike if you fail to meet your goals. These systems leverage your psychology to keep you consistent. The long-term impact of consistency. Consistency doesn't just help you achieve goals. It transforms who you are. It reshapes your identity. When you consistently act in alignment with your values and aspirations, you become the kind of person who achieves those goals. This transformation builds unshakable self-trust because you know, without a doubt, that you can rely on yourself. The impact of consistency compounds over time. What starts as small, daily action snowballs into significant achievements. Each step forward creates momentum, making the next step easier. Consistency is not just a strategy, it is a lifestyle. It is the foundation of greatness, the engine of progress, and the ultimate expression of self-trust. Chapter 10. Embracing Accountability to Strengthen Self-Trust. Accountability is not just a practice, it is a mindset. It is the refusal to deflect responsibility for your actions, choices, and outcomes. It is the decision to stand by your commitments, even when no one is watching. Accountability is the backbone of integrity, and integrity is the foundation of self-trust. To embrace accountability is to tell yourself and the world that you are reliable, capable, and willing to do what it takes to honor your word. Owning your choices. Accountability begins with owning your choices. Every decision you make, big or small, shapes your life. When you take responsibility for these decisions, you claim power over your circumstances. Blaming others or external factors for your situation might feel easier in the moment, but it robs you of the control needed to create change. Reflect on the choices that have brought you to this point. What decisions led to your successes? What choices contributed to your setbacks? Be honest without being self-critical. This is not about blame. It is about clarity. When you understand the role your decisions play, you can start making choices that align with your goals and values. Holding yourself to a higher standard. Accountability means setting and adhering to high standards for yourself. These standards are not imposed by others. They come from your own sense of what you are capable of and what you aspire to achieve. When you hold yourself to a higher standard, you stop settling for mediocrity. You demand more from yourself because you know you are capable of more. Create clear benchmarks for success. What does excellence look like in your work, relationships, health, or personal growth? Define these benchmarks in measurable terms and hold yourself accountable to meet or exceed them. When you consistently meet the standards you set, you reinforce your belief in your own reliability. The role of honesty and accountability. Honesty is the cornerstone of accountability. Without it, there is no foundation for self-trust. Honesty means being truthful with yourself about your strengths, weaknesses, progress, and setbacks. It also means being willing to admit when you have fallen short, without making excuses or justifications. When you make a mistake, own it immediately. Acknowledge what went wrong and take steps to correct it. Avoid the temptation to shift blame or downplay the impact of your actions. Owning your mistakes demonstrates maturity and integrity, which in turn strengthens your self-trust. Setting clear goals and deadlines. Accountability thrives on clarity. Vague goals lead to vague results, and vague results lead to frustration and self-doubt. To hold yourself accountable, set clear, specific goals with defined deadlines. Instead of saying, "I want to get healthier," commit to, "I will exercise for 30 minutes, 5 times a week, starting today." Deadlines create a sense of urgency and structure. They turn aspirations into actionable tasks. Write your goals and deadlines down and place them where you can see them daily. This constant reminder keeps you focused and accountable. Tracking progress and measuring results. Tracking your progress is essential for accountability. It provides a tangible record of your efforts and results, giving you clear feedback on what is working and what needs adjustment. Use a journal, app, or spreadsheet to track your daily, weekly, and monthly actions toward your goals. Regularly review your progress. Celebrate milestones, no matter how small, as evidence of your commitment. At the same time, analyze setbacks or missed targets without judgment. What prevented you from staying on track? What can you do differently moving forward? This process of reflection and adjustment is what keeps you accountable. External accountability partners. While self-accountability is powerful, external accountability can amplify your results. Share your goals with someone you trust, a friend, mentor, coach, or family member. Ask them to check in with you regularly and hold you accountable to your commitments. Choose accountability partners who will challenge you to grow, not those who will enable excuses. These should be people who believe in your potential and are unafraid to call you out when you fall short. The right accountability partner can be a mirror that reflects both your strengths and areas for improvement. The power of public commitments. Public commitments create a powerful sense of accountability. When you declare your goals to others, you increase the stakes. The fear of letting others down or appearing inconsistent can motivate you to stay on track. Use social media, group settings, or professional networks to share your commitments. For example, if you are training for a marathon, announce your goal and post updates on your progress. The act of making your intentions public turns accountability into a shared experience, strengthening your resolve. Eliminating excuses. Excuses are the enemy of accountability. They allow you to rationalize an action and avoid responsibility. Common excuses like "I'm too busy," "it's not the right time," or "I'll start tomorrow" are nothing more than delays disguised as reasons. Recognize excuses when they arise and challenge them. Replace "I can't" with "how can I?" Shift your focus from obstacles to solutions. When you stop giving yourself permission to make excuses, you eliminate a major barrier to accountability. Balancing accountability with flexibility. Accountability does not mean rigidity. Life is unpredictable, and circumstances may require you to adjust your plans. The key is to remain flexible without compromising your commitment. If your original plan isn't working, find an alternative that still aligns with your goals. Flexibility within accountability means recognizing when a change in strategy is necessary. It is not an excuse to abandon your goals, but an opportunity to adapt while staying true to your commitments. The ripple effect of accountability. Accountability creates a ripple effect that extends beyond your personal goals. When you consistently honor your commitments, you inspire others to do the same. Your actions become a model of integrity and reliability, strengthening relationships and building trust within your community or workplace. This ripple effect reinforces your own self-trust. Knowing that others look to you as a source of accountability motivates you to continue upholding your standards. It creates a virtuous cycle of trust, respect, and progress. Using accountability to push past limits. Accountability is not just about meeting expectations. It is about exceeding them. Use it as a tool to push past your perceived limits and achieve more than you thought possible. Set stretch goals, targets that challenge you to grow, and hold yourself accountable to reach them. When you push beyond what feels comfortable, you discover new levels of capability. Each time you exceed your own expectations, you strengthen your belief in what you can achieve. Accountability becomes a catalyst for self-discovery and transformation. Accountability is the ultimate act of self-respect. It is the practice of aligning your actions with your aspirations, of standing by your commitments, and of proving to yourself that you are worthy of trust. Through accountability, you build the discipline, integrity, and confidence needed to achieve extraordinary success. Chapter 11. The Transformative Power of Self-Reflection. Self-reflection is the act of turning your attention inward to evaluate your thoughts, emotions, actions, and their impact. It is a tool that separates reactive living from intentional living. Through self-reflection, you gain clarity about your choices, align with your values, and uncover the path to improvement. It is the discipline of asking yourself tough questions and facing the answers with honesty. This practice builds self-awareness, deepens self-trust, and empowers you to navigate life with purpose. The role of self-awareness in personal growth. Self-reflection begins with self-awareness. To understand where you are going, you must first know where you stand. Self-awareness allows you to recognize patterns in your behavior, identify what drives you, and pinpoint the habits that either propel or hinder your progress. Take inventory of your daily actions. Are they aligned with your long-term goals, or are they distractions in disguise? What emotions dominate your days, and how do they influence your decisions? Write these observations down. Self-awareness grows when you create a record of your thoughts and actions, providing a foundation for meaningful change. Making time for reflection. In a world that rewards constant action, reflection often takes a back seat. Yet without regular reflection, you risk running in circles, busy but not effective. Carve out intentional time for self-reflection. This might be 10 minutes at the end of each day, an hour every week, or a longer session once a month. Consistency is key. Treat this time as sacred, a non-negotiable part of your routine. Find a quiet space free from distractions. Turn off your phone, step away from responsibilities, and focus solely on yourself. This is your time to recalibrate and reconnect with your goals. Asking the right questions. The quality of your reflection depends on the quality of your questions. Vague or superficial questions yield vague or superficial answers. Be specific and dig deep. Ask yourself questions that challenge your assumptions and require thoughtful answers. What did I do well today, and why? Where did I fall short, and what can I learn from it? Are my actions aligned with my values and priorities? What habits are serving me, and which ones are holding me back? How am I managing my emotions, and are they helping or hindering me? These questions force you to confront both your strengths and areas for improvement, leading to actionable insights. Journaling as a reflection tool. Writing down your thoughts amplifies the benefits of self-reflection. Journaling gives your thoughts structure and clarity, turning abstract feelings into tangible insights. It also creates a record of your progress, allowing you to look back and see how far you've come. Begin each journal entry with a prompt, such as, "What challenged me today?" or "What am I most grateful for this week?" Let your writing flow without judgment. This is not about crafting perfect sentences. It's about capturing your raw, honest thoughts. Over time, your journal becomes a powerful tool for self-discovery and growth. Recognizing patterns and triggers. Reflection helps you identify patterns in your behavior, both positive and negative. Perhaps you notice that procrastination often follows feelings of overwhelm, or that your most productive days start with a morning workout. Recognizing these patterns empowers you to make deliberate choices. Pay attention to emotional triggers. What situations or interactions provoke anger, stress, or self-doubt? Once you identify these triggers, you can develop strategies to manage them. For example, if a certain task consistently causes anxiety, break it into smaller, manageable steps. Reflection transforms reactive behavior into intentional action. Cultivating gratitude through reflection. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. By reflecting on what you're grateful for, you train your mind to see opportunities rather than obstacles. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be monumental. Even small moments of joy count. Gratitude fosters resilience. When you reflect on the positives in your life, you build a reserve of optimism that helps you navigate challenges. It reminds you of the progress you've made and the support you have, reinforcing your belief in your ability to overcome difficulties. Using reflection to strengthen relationships. Self-reflection isn't just about your relationship with yourself. It also improves your relationships with others. Reflect on how your actions affect those around you. Are you communicating effectively? Are you showing appreciation for the people in your life? Are there unresolved conflicts that need addressing? By examining your role in your relationships, you can identify areas for improvement. Perhaps you realize you've been too quick to criticize or too slow to express gratitude. Use these insights to adjust your behavior and strengthen your connections. Reflection as a problem-solving tool. When faced with challenges, reflection helps you step back and see the bigger picture. Instead of reacting impulsively, take time to evaluate the situation. What options do you have? What outcomes do you want? What resources or support can you leverage? Break problems into smaller parts and reflect on each one. This approach makes complex challenges feel more manageable. Reflection doesn't just provide answers. It clarifies the questions that need asking, guiding you toward effective solutions. Learning from reflection, not dwelling on the past. Reflection is not about dwelling on mistakes or regretting the past. It's about learning from it. When you reflect on a failure, focus on the lessons rather than the loss. What did the experience teach you? How can you apply that knowledge moving forward? Avoid the trap of rumination. Repeatedly replaying negative experiences without seeking solutions drains your energy and confidence. Reflection should be constructive, guiding you toward growth rather than pulling you into a cycle of self-criticism. Reflection in times of success. Self-reflection isn't just for times of struggle. It's equally important when things are going well. Reflecting on your successes helps you understand what works and why. What strategies led to your achievement? What mindset or habits supported your progress? Celebrate these wins and use them as a blueprint for future endeavors. Success reflection also keeps you grounded. It reminds you that your achievements are the result of effort, not luck, reinforcing your self-trust. By recognizing the steps that led to your success, you prepare yourself to replicate them on a larger scale. Turning reflection into action. Reflection without action is meaningless. Insights gained through reflection must translate into changes in behavior, habits, or mindset. After each reflection session, identify one specific action you can take to improve. Write it down and commit to it. For example, if you realize that you've been neglecting self-care, schedule time for activities that recharge you. If you notice that distractions are derailing your focus, set boundaries around your work time. Action solidifies the lessons learned through reflection, turning them into tangible progress. Building a reflection habit for life. Reflection is not a one-time activity. It's a lifelong practice. Chapter 12. Unlocking mental toughness to achieve the impossible. Mental toughness is the defining factor that separates those who quit from those who persevere, those who wish from those who achieve. It is the unshakable belief that no matter how difficult or daunting a task may seem, you have the strength, resilience, and determination to see it through. Mental toughness is not reserved for the elite or extraordinary. It is a skill that anyone can cultivate. It is a foundation for achieving what others deem impossible. Embracing discomfort as a catalyst for growth. Growth does not happen in comfort. Every time you step outside your comfort zone, you challenge your mind to adapt, grow stronger, and become more resilient. Mental toughness begins with embracing discomfort, not as a threat, but as an opportunity to expand your limits. When you face discomfort, remind yourself that it is temporary. The pain of effort, the frustration of failure, and the sting of setbacks are fleeting, but the rewards of pushing through are enduring. Reframe discomfort as a signal that you are growing, not a sign that you should stop. Developing a strong why. Mental toughness is fueled by purpose. When your why is strong enough, no obstacle can deter you. Reflect deeply on why your goals matter. Why do you want to succeed? What is at stake if you don't? What impact will achieving your goals have on your life and the lives of others? Your why becomes your anchor in difficult times. When motivation wanes, when challenges seem insurmountable, your purpose keeps you grounded. Write it down, internalize it, and revisit it often. Let it remind you that the effort is worth it. Building emotional control. Emotions can either fuel your progress or derail it. Mental toughness requires mastering your emotional responses, especially in high-pressure situations. This doesn't mean suppressing emotions. It means managing them effectively. Practice recognizing your emotional triggers. When stress, frustration, or fear arises, pause and take control of your reaction. Deep breathing, mindfulness, or simply stepping back for a moment can help you regain clarity. Over time, emotional regulation becomes second nature, allowing you to remain composed and focused under any circumstances. Developing a resilient mindset. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. It is the essence of mental toughness. To develop resilience, start by changing the way you view failure. Failure is not the end. It is feedback. Every setback carries a lesson, and every lesson brings you closer to success. When you face adversity, focus on what you can control. You may not be able to change external circumstances, but you can always control your response. Resilient people focus their energy on solutions rather than dwelling on problems. They use challenges as stepping stones, not roadblocks. Practicing discipline over motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes, often leaving you when you need it most. Mental toughness relies on discipline, the ability to take consistent action regardless of how you feel. Discipline is what gets you out of bed early, what keeps you working late, and what drives you forward when motivation has abandoned you. Discipline is built through small, consistent habits. Start by committing to simple, non-negotiable actions each day. Over time, these habits become ingrained, creating a foundation of discipline that supports you in pursuing larger goals. Visualizing success. Mental toughness is strengthened through visualization. When you vividly imagine yourself overcoming challenges and achieving your goals, you condition your mind to believe it is possible. Visualization bridges the gap between belief and reality, making success feel tangible and attainable. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing your success. Picture the challenges you will face and see yourself conquering them with confidence. Imagine how it will feel to reach your goal. This practice not only reinforces your belief in yourself, but also prepares you mentally for the obstacles ahead. Cultivating a growth-oriented inner dialogue. The way you speak to yourself shapes your mindset. A negative inner dialogue undermines mental toughness, while a growth-oriented one strengthens it. Replace self-doubt with self-encouragement. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I'm learning how to do this." Instead of, "This is too hard," tell yourself, "I'm getting stronger every day." Your words have power. Choose them carefully. Affirmations and positive self-talk are not just motivational tools. They are essential for maintaining focus, resilience, and belief in your abilities. Surrounding yourself with excellence. The people you surround yourself with influence your mindset and actions. Mental toughness thrives in an environment of excellence. Surround yourself with individuals who challenge you, inspire you, and hold you accountable. Seek out mentors, peers, and friends who embody resilience, discipline, and ambition. Distance yourself from negativity. Limit time with those who discourage you or feed your doubts. Your environment matters. Create one that nurtures your growth and supports your goals. Pushing your limits. Mental toughness grows every time you push past what you thought was possible. Set goals that stretch you, that make you uncomfortable, and that force you to grow. Each time you exceed your limits, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than you realized. When you face resistance, whether physical, mental, or emotional, lean into it. Resistance is a sign that you are at the edge of your comfort zone, where growth happens. Push through, and you'll emerge on the other side with greater confidence and resilience. Focusing on the process, not the outcome. Mental toughness is rooted in process-oriented thinking. While it's important to have goals, focusing solely on outcomes can lead to frustration and burnout. Instead, direct your attention to the daily actions and habits that lead to success. Master the process, and the results will take care of themselves. Celebrate small wins along the way. Each step forward is progress, no matter how minor it may seem. By focusing on the process, you stay grounded, motivated, and mentally strong, even when progress feels slow. Embracing challenges as opportunities. Challenges are not obstacles to avoid. They are opportunities to grow. Every challenge you face is a chance to test your limits, learn new skills, and strengthen your resolve. Embrace challenges with an open mind and a determined heart. When you encounter a difficult situation, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can I use this to become better? By reframing challenges as opportunities, you transform adversity into a tool for growth. Staying consistent in adversity. The true test of mental toughness is consistency in the face of adversity. It's easy to stay committed when things are going well, but the real strength lies in persisting when the odds are against you. Remind yourself of your purpose, your why, and take one step forward, no matter how small. Consistency is a choice. It is the decision to show up, even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it. Each time you choose consistency over complacency, you build the mental toughness needed to achieve the impossible.